Welcome to Just a Fan Podcast, Episode 3. I'm your host, Skullcap, and how you doing this evening? I'm doing amazing right now. I did something different over the weekend, because, I don't know, I usually have a routine over the weekend where, after work on Friday, say I work Tuesday through Friday, but I work like long hours, so don't get the wrong idea. I like 3 days off, but, you know, after a while it's like, oh. But anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm complaining. So Saturday, this is always my routine. Saturday, I go to the movies, stay home. Sunday, I go to church, then I stay home. Then Monday, now I'm trying to do videos. So that's basically my typical, like, do something, do nothing, do something, do nothing. I gotta really stop doing that. So I decided to continue on and to do something different last weekend on Saturday. So what I did was when I went to church. This was like an evening time, so went to church, only an hour. Then after church, my mom wanted to go. We went to Circus. And yes, I'm from Las Vegas, so Circus Casino, and there's just so much stuff to do there, but mainly we wanted to go play the games and arcades, and what to do there is there's a thing called Adventure Dome, if anybody ever heard of it. So if you want to bring your family along, go to Circus, either like stay there or just go there, because it's cool. There's a big size inside there's an amusement park, 25 rides, I believe. There's a band that you can play all day, you know, ride rides all day, unlimited and stuff. And around October, there's a thing called the Fright Dome, where 5 different haunted houses, and you know, if you get the same band, you get see all the haunted houses and ride all the rides all the time through that night. So it's not all day; it's just within the evening or whatever. But anyway, where we went upstairs to the arcade, and it was like see, I'm trying to explain this because it really wasn't. It was like going to a carnival where you go to the games and prizes and stuff, and that's where we were. We were where the carnival games, and you know, where you throw things at a bucket or hit the bottles or something like that. But they had these grab machines, you know, claw machines, and they had some cool stuffed animals. My mom always goes for that, so we were mainly there, just at the claw machines. They had Frozen, you know, the snowman, or those characters from Frozen. They had these little backpacks, Mario, the snowman from Frozen, a minion area. There was turtles. I forgot all about the turtles. They had Pokemon too. But she was going around. They had Star Wars, and she was trying to get one, and it took her a long time. It took her a while just to, you know, keep doing it, because every time, those things are so rigged. Every time the claw would go down and then grab them, like, it grabs and it looks like you got it, but then as soon as it hooks back up before it moves, it shakes it, then it falls down. Or you grab it, shakes, it'll be fine, but then when it's moved, it'll jerk it a little bit as it moves because it's turning or whatever, and then it shakes it off. So it's like, man, any more of a rig of impossibilities? Come on, man. But anyway, it was kind of funny. She was trying, like, I think she tried like 10 times, like at certain other ones. I go to this Pokemon one. There's Charmander, Squirtle, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and some other Pokemon. I wanted the Charmander, but I couldn't get him. He was buried, so I looked at the squirrel. I'm like, okay, let me see if I'll get him. And he was like face down, shells up. Go over there. And then when I grabbed him by the first try. That was so funny. And my mom congratulated me, but I saw in her eyes, she's like, no! So I thought that was funny at the same time. But so I was holding that all day. And then later on, I go to another machine where they had a little smaller Charmander. And it took me like $8 just to get it. Yeah, it was crazy, but it didn't matter. I thought it was worth it. So anyway, I go to the arcade, and they had some nice arcades, old school, new school. They had the one where you could play, you drive one of Batman's cars in any of the movies or animated series. I drove the tumbler. I couldn't help myself. I saw this kid was playing it, and you get to shoot the bad guys, and you're supposed to like do certain things, but you actually get to drive around town. I thought that was really sweet. I went up to the 3rd level. Then I got to actually fly the Bat from Batman Begin. No, from the Batman Begins trilogy. Batman Rises. Yeah, that was it. No, The Dark Knight Rises. Ugh, why am I not forgetting this? And I was flying the Bat, where they call it, the Bat plane, and as soon as I took off, I just died. Don't know what I did. I just died. So that was a bust. But then they had this old game, arcade game, Jurassic Park, where you're like shooting the dinosaurs, but the whole scene moves. So I thought that was pretty neat. So I got to play on that. And then there was one more thing. Oh yeah, aliens. They had an alien one where you're standing there and you have a gun and everything. So that was fun. That was really fun. That's all I did because most of the time my mom was playing on the other thing, on the grabbers, and I was just watching her play. It didn't really matter. And then I played a couple, but then it got late. So that's the thing. When you're at the arcade, you can spend like all day there if you just budget it correctly. And everything would just be great. Like I always like go around, expand my area just to see, okay, what game do I want to like go for first, or which ones are less. Mostly they're all $1. The Jurassic Park was 50 cents, but mostly they were all $1. So just bust out the dollar bills and everything was okay. So that was mostly it. Like that's one thing to do in Vegas, without gambling. Just go ahead and go to the arcade. I think that's like the best area for an arcade with the carnival games around. And then there's a McDonald's upstairs, so when you get hungry, there you go. You don't even have to go anywhere. You just stay there, blow all your money on the awesome stuff. Hopefully you get a prize, and everything turns out awesome. So that's what I'm going to try to start doing. Just start going out. Normally, I am one of those live under a rock kind of guys, so I just sit there and do nothing. And then hopefully, either something comes up or something like that. But mostly, I don't do anything. I just sit at home, watch TV. And now I'm trying to do some, play games online. Not to be popular or anything, because let's face it, I'm never popular. But the whole point is just to have fun, like what I'm doing right now, just discussing of what I'm doing. And yes, it's boring, but it doesn't matter. So that was done for Saturday, and then I had some Mike's Harder lemonade. It's okay. The harder is okay when you want to like a buzz, but other than that, I don't like the taste. I like regular Mike's Hard Lemonade, where you can actually taste the flavor. I'm the flavor guy. Like everybody likes beer because they like the taste. I don't like it. It tastes like garbage to me. So hey, you can keep that to yourself. So that was my Saturday. Sunday didn't really do much. Well, in the morning, what I did was there was a backpack drive at I go to Central Christian on Russell, and there's a backpack drive for back to school kids, and there's a lot of kids in the valley that don't have backpacks when they go to school, and I find that sad. That kids can't just go to school and it's like, oh, I don't have a pen. Because, things happen, and I understand things happen, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to just keep trying to help people out when I can. So that's what I did. I went out, bought a backpack. Now they added a flash drive, and it's like, what are the kids doing? So I guess it's all computer-based. I remember I was hearing that they're trying to get rid of the books. They want everybody on the iPad. And then you can actually borrow that from school, I heard. But then think about it. You lose it or break it. Can you imagine how much that thing costs? It just depends what model it is. Oh man, forget that. That would just drive me nuts. That's another reason why I don't want to be a parent. That would just drive me insane. So that's what I did in the morning, because in the afternoon, me and my grandma, we went to go see Shaun the Sheep the movie. I actually saw that. I didn't see it. I think it was on Disney. It's the creators of Wallace and Gromit. and I really enjoyed that movie. I even liked the show. The TV show was on Netflix. It was just this sheep called is Sean, and it was more like less fluff than the rest of the sheep. But all it is there's a farmer, does his job, he has a dog, and Sean is like kind of like the troublemaker, but then he does other things like to either help the sheep out, help the farmer out, or get back at the pigs that always make fun of him. I'm trying to remember the story, but mainly that's mostly what that show is. But it's really funny how it does, and plus, like if you ever watch Wallace and Gromit movies, when Gromit doesn't speak, imagine that through the whole thing. I don't mind that. It's like the people, like when you hear things like when you hear the people talking, they go like that. And it's like they're grumbling, but you know what they're talking about. It's like, why are you over here? You gotta go over there. Don't move. Or something like that. You'll see their hand gestures if you go and see it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And all what the movie was Sean got tired of doing the same thing over and over again. You know, oh yeah, I'm going to do little spoilers, whatever. I'm just talking. If you don't want to hear it, just, you know, pause it. And every day it would be like in the morning time, rooster would crow, he would wake up, the farmer would wake up, shave, do this, get the schedule, get the sheep across, and then they're stuck in a pen all day. That's like all week. And then Sean saw this bus and it says, take a day off. And then, you know, imagine him taking a day off. So they did something different where they distracted the dog, because the dog was like always having him in line. I love this cleverness. They were trying to go. They're trying to do a thing where the farmer takes the sheep into the pen across, and what happens? They broke out, and then he was trying to count the sheep. You know, chase them and tell them to go over here. So the sheep were jumping over the fence. But the funny part is they kept going around in circles without him realizing it. So he's trying to count, and he was falling asleep at the same time. So that was clever. I'm like, oh, he's putting him to sleep. Put him to sleep. Put him in the camper. The dog found out, and then they were trying to jiggle the thing because, you know, they put him in a camper because he was sleeping. Then they were shaking it. Where was that? It took off into the city, and then when the farmer finally woke up, realizing where it was, a little light like a light bulb hit him over the head. Now he can't remember anything. You don't realize that until later on, but that's basically the whole thing. Trying to find the farmer to bring him back home. That's the whole story, and it's really nice. Nice and simple. Don't overthink it. Don't like, oh, what timeline was this? When did this happen? It didn't matter. I mean, it was just like watching a long episode, and I enjoyed it. I mean, they had some songs and stuff, and, well, kind of singing, like, and then they, that's only it. I can't really discuss any more, like, more to explain it, because it was funny, entertaining, simple. That's it. That's all it was, and that's all it needed to be. So there's not like a lot of fanboys out there going, well, Sean should have been this. So it was a nice, cool everybody movie. It's not a kids movie, it's an everybody movie. So if you go ahead, just watch that. That was a nice movie. What else did I do? I think that's mostly it. Oh, bought a lot of Sonic comic books. I love reading the Sonic. I'm gonna do I'll probably do a review on the Sonic's Unite comic where Mega Man and Sonic come together. That's for later on. Since I was just not doing anything yesterday, I forgot that I DVR'd I Am Chris Farley documentary. It was on Spike TV the other day, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll take a look at this. And it was really nice. They were all of the cast members, people from the movies, from Saturday Night Live back in the day, talking about, you know, how they met Chris, and they had like 4 brothers. I think he had 4 brothers. Don't quote me on that. I was trying to, you know, just watch it and stuff. But, you know, his brothers, like how he grew up, it's basically what you saw him in the movies and Saturday Night Live is basically how he was growing up. And I thought that was cool. You know, they were saying, like, he's nice, gentle, kid-like, fun. You know, he doesn't want to be like, you know, I'm better than you because that's what happened back, you know, like, you know, he's on top. He's not better than anybody, you know, the way how he was acting. So I thought that was nice. It would have been really cool to meet that guy. I really did want to meet him. And then one of the brothers, Kevin Farley, looks exactly like him. I mean, like, wow, like really like him. Like they could be twins if they were twins. I don't think so, but he looks really like him, and he's a comedian. It looked like. But yeah, it was sad how they were talking about like mostly like it was like a 2-hour thing, like an hour and a half or so. You know, like mostly the whole thing was about how cool he was, how inventive he was, and what he would do to help others. And you know, like if somebody like missed a line, he would like pick it up and do it better. I mean, I was watching some of that stuff, and I was remembering all the stuff he did. It was so funny. And then I was cracking up while I was watching when they were showing clips of him. And then they were, but then they were talking about the sad part, and I didn't like listening to that because it's just sad where people go through things and then they turn to alcohol and drugs, and I don't know. I mean, you don't know what the person was going through. You don't know what was happening at the time, and you know what? It's not. Maybe it was within the time, but to me, it's okay because you know, it's not like he was like an a-hole about everything. You know, he sounded like a cool guy that you can actually get along with, so I thought that was awesome. And so I liked it. It was a good documentary. I would recommend you guys watch it. I am Chris Farley. It was on Spike. It might be on Netflix sooner or later. I'm not really sure where else. I just caught it one day and was like, oh hey, I heard about this on Facebook, so I just recorded, and it was really nice to watch, so I recommend you guys watching that. What do you think of my gameplay right here? Yeah. Man, look at these guys. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what more to talk. I didn't really think of anything. I just like, hey, let's talk about what I did over the weekend. Yeah, I just don't really do much. I'm trying to change that so I can like the way I look at it, the more I go out there and, you know, like to interact with people and stuff, I believe the more that I can actually help people out, because I listen to I watch Markiplier, if anybody watches, but I assume so because it's like 9 million subscribers. But he had a video up the other day and he was like saying that, you know, even though I have all these subscribers and I believe I have a responsibility of, you know, to share that I want to help people out, to volunteer and do things, and I don't want to just say it, I want to do it, but most of the time I'm always busy, but I want your guys' help and ideas on how to do that. You know, he wants everybody to come together and everywhere, and then he wanted to make a volunteer tour. I thought that was a pretty interesting thing, where I think he goes to different states, tell the fans that, you know, oh, I'll be here, come and volunteer, and we're gonna, like, you know, give people like food or blankets or something like that. I believe he ain't gonna be listening to this, but I believe that maybe before, like I don't know if when he'll do the tour, you know, it's not if, it's a when. I believe maybe some fans like myself should like start an organization anyway, through his name, if he doesn't mind, and tell everybody, you know, oh, because of Markiplier, we're going to do the fan pace volunteer tour, you know, have special shirts and stuff, and then, you know, go out and just, you know, once a week or wherever, how many times they want to do it in that certain county or state, and take care of your own, you know, like do things once a week, and then when, you know, when it's time for him to actually come out, everything's set and we can just get organized and just move along, then just wait for his word and then do it. I think we can do it like once a week anyway. Just like whatever time you have to spare, go and do it. That's how I look at it, and that's what I need to start doing. And I want to start doing it because, you know, every moment is precious, and I want to interact with people who are just, you know, they need hope. You know, they need stuff, and, you know, I don't need to be sitting in my room all day. They need to interact. You know, I need to interact with people. And I love what he was saying, because that's exactly how I view the world, where if we all come together, you know, and help each other out, we can be like equal, I believe. I don't know if he was saying that, but, you know, be equal with one another, and then just, you know, oh, you're rich, you're medium, you're poor. I mean, come on. I mean, if we just help each other, we can be medium. Is that a problem? I think I'm going to catch hell for that, but no. I really like that idea. So yeah, one of these days I'm gonna probably start in my church. You know, like just get in the rhythm of volunteering, and then see where it takes me. One thing. I was learning from church. You do one thing, it can lead you somewhere else, and you don't know where it leads you. That's why you can't just hide all the time. You gotta venture out and then see where it leads you, and that's what I gotta start doing, because I'm a shy homebody, and I gotta be out there to show that, hey, guess what? I'm alive. So, excuse me. That's my thing. So, yeah, that's basically my weekend. I think I had other things to talk about. Well, not necessarily. Yeah, not necessarily. Oh, if anybody's interested, go on my Facebook fan page. It's called Community. I wish I should have changed it to fan page, but I was like in a rush or something stupid. I don't even know how to change it. But anyway, it's called Skull Cap. Just a fan. Go under there and you can see the prize I got. The Squirtle, and I'm sitting next to the favorite game of Jurassic Park. And then there's some other things, like I try to keep people updated. Like this week, this week, new Disturbed music, Immortalized, I think it's called. I've been waiting for so long. I didn't realize it was 5 years since the last album. Oh, and you know what that means? Tour! I cannot wait for that to happen. Now I really have to. I gotta start my DDP yoga up again. I started that last year, and then I fell through because of the fact that I'm lazy and the times. But now, starting tomorrow, I got to get back into it, because, to tell you the truth, it was working. Now, the reason why I'm doing that, because of the fact that you go to one of Disturbed's concerts, if you've ever been to one of them, it's mosh pit city, no matter what. It's all just, bumping each other. And then there's this thing called the Wall of Death. Nobody dies. It's just the thing that group of people, they say go this way, you go that way, and then you collide with the music, and it goes with it. I saw the documentary. It's on YouTube if you want to look at it. When they did it, I haven't witnessed it yet, but I might, and I want to make sure I'm tip-top shape a little bit. But that's not the only reason. I want to be in shape anyway, not just for other people, but mostly for me, because I want my confidence back. Actually, I want confidence altogether, so I could feel better, because being older, you really need to take care of yourself, and I didn't believe people until now. It's like, I'm like, oh yeah, I really need to take care of myself. So it's this Saturday, this Friday, the 21st. I'm not sure. I think other people pre-ordered it. I didn't get a chance to, because I was buying shirts online, and I have not too much of a spending problem, because I still have money, but still, I put my money in those nice shirts that I buy, Shirt Punch and Ripped Apparel. But yes, I am buying this album. It better be there either at Best Buy or Walmart Friday or Saturday, because I am so going to be jamming to that this weekend. I cannot wait. Man, I can't wait for that to happen. Well, I don't think there's anything more to say. I mean, just me and the weekend. That's it. Nothing more exciting, but I'll have some other things to talk about. So until next time, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching me play this game, even though I died and then came back. But it doesn't matter, because it's all about for fun and an entertainment value. So until next time, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.